It's Accounting Bites, bringing you the latest news from around the world of accounting technology. A day earlier this week, thanks to the Easter holidays, and from the office. So, welcome to Accounting Web Towers, everyone. Let's dive straight into the news. First up, factoid of the day. HMRC, our beloved tax department, sends out 130 million letters a year, but it doesn't use AI to generate any of them. So this was off the back of a rather unsatisfactory letter received by a firm of accountants. So I took a look, spoke to HMRC to find out how they actually put these 130 million letters together, and it seemed to me that the majority of them were generated by their system. They were also created by templates, and around 1.8% of them are actually written 100% by human beings. Fascinating stuff. What's next? Let's stay with HMRC then, and Paul Aplin, tax legend Paul Aplin, has written for us on the new crypto asset reporting framework. With the price of Bitcoin on the rise, this seems quite a prescient topic and one that will perhaps pop up in the next tax year. Still from HMRC, this was an Instagram post from the tax department, and it's a really good example of using practical methods to flag some of the popular scams. So it gives you 10 seconds to look at an email you've received and spot some of the signs that it might well be a scam. So good stuff. More of that, please. Speaking of scams, the folks over at the Nova Scotia Securities Commission have gone the whole hog and created their own online crypto trading platform to teach and inform investors about the dangers of unregistered and unscrupulous crypto traders. Now, I didn't know this, but apparently there is a service. If you get a phone call purporting to be from your bank, you can hang up and dial 159. Just saw this off the back of Monzo joining the scheme, but lots of other banks are involved here. 159 number is just for the UK, but good to know. I recorded a fantastic webinar with Bimal Hira from Prism Financial and Natasha Everard from Bewitching Books about what's on their spring software shopping list. While the AI stuff was interesting, their main priorities remained integration, customer support, and future proofing. You can check out a short write-up of the podcast via a link in the description, or you can search for Accounting Web on your podcast player of choice. What's next? Quick update from Dext. So they've trained their tool to extract and match PO numbers when updating in Xero. Effortless accounting. Good stuff. Thank you, Stephen. This was an interesting trend, I thought. So digital wallets, so the likes of Apple Pay and Google Pay, are becoming the go-to payment type for Brits. So by 2027, it will apparently, if things stay on trend, comprise half of all e-commerce payments and nearly a third of point-of-sale transactions on the little machines. So yeah, definitely taking over from cards, cash, and these things called checks that we used to have. What's next? Be prepared to shake your head sadly at the next story. So Fujitsu, of Post Office Horizon scandal fame, are set to be the preferred bidder in a UK digital ID scheme. If you'll remember, their head of Europe said it would not be bidding for any new contracts, but apparently because they were in negotiations about this before he said that, that's okay. So weasel words there. Fisker, so they are an electronic vehicle startup over in the States. They lost track of millions of dollars worth of customer payments for the cars. I guess if you're planning to scale up, you should put some kind of internal financial controls in there, but they needed some help to track down the majority of those payments. Speaking of which, American state South Carolina has $1.8 billion. It doesn't know where the money came from or where it should go, so it's sort of sat there in its bank account. They've had problems like this before that are listed out in this piece, but I think my favourite quote from it: people prefer their accountants not to be crusaders. Wise words. And finally, table plans. They're annoying, aren't they? But as the mighty Excel community from ICAW points out, there's an Excel-based solution for that. So that can help you plan a wedding or a work event, taking a list of names and putting them on a table plan. So thank you, Ian, for flagging that. You can keep up to date with the fast-moving world of accounting technology via my weekly email, so I would urge you to sign up if you haven't already by putting your email address in this box and clicking the yellow button. I'll be back from my dining room table next week. Until then, bye for now.